Game of Thrones ending told to us by Gwendoline Christie 2 years ago. Claiming the Iron Throne after it had melted in the Game of Thrones finale, other than who told us what would happen 2 years ago. The Iron Throne was slated by fans and critics. Brand new, really? The kid who did nothing. While millions of us are still shook by the outcome of the past 9 years, Gwen Yu, who starred as Brienne of Tarth, you predicted Bran's fate years ago in an extra interview with Jaime Lannister star Nicolaj Coster-Waldau, who, like us, wasn't so keen on the idea. While Nick was adamant Dany Emilia Clarke or the Night King Vladimir Furtick would claim the Iron Throne, his co-star intervened. But don't you think it's going to be someone out of left field? The British-born act. What we know about the show is that it constantly surprises you, so I am wondering if it might be Bran, she continued. Just because is he in the future projecting in the past? Game of Thrones Sophie Turner accidentally filmed her baby on live stream. Game of Thrones spin-off for Arya Stark shut down by HBO boss. When is the Winds of Winter release date, and what do we know about the next book? But Nicolaj had exactly the same reaction to fans the three-eyed raven as the king? That doesn't make sense. He added if this is real then he also told Jaime to push him out of the window. We're with Nicolaj, as are the 1.5 million angry fans who have signed. Game of Thrones Season 1 to 8 are available to stream on Now TV. If you've got a story, video, or pictures, get in touch with the metro.co.uk entertainment team by emailing us, calling 020-3615-2145 or by visiting. I'd love to hear from you. Ads keep our content free for everyone. Please note that the Interactive Advertising Bureau IAB describes online personalized advertising through the below definitions. We put the storage of information, or access to information that is already stored, on your device, such as accessing advertising identifiers and / or other device identifiers, and / or using cookies or similar technologies. The collection and processing of information about your use of this site to subsequently personalize advertising for you in other contexts, i.e. on other sites or apps, over time. Typically, the collection of information, in combination with previously collected information, to select and deliver advertisements for you, and to measure the delivery and effectiveness of such advertisements. This includes using the collection of information, in combination with previously collected information, to select and deliver content for you, and to measure the delivery and effectiveness of such content. This includes using the collection of information about your use of the content, in combination with previously collected information, used to measure, understand, and report on your usage of the content. Ads keep our content free for everyone. We use additional third-party advertising companies who serve ads to help keep content free. For these partners, you will continue to receive advertising, however, it may not be tailored to your likely interests. Well, check in with you. Great. Thanks for choosing. You have opted out from our advertising partners.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.